Okay, we are talking all things T-level this week. Now, for those who don't know what T-level is equivalent to 3 A-levels. It's brought in by the government a couple of years ago, but this is the first time we've actually run a T-level in media. So, I've got 3 T-level students with me today. I've got Phoebe.
Hi.
I've got Lily.
Hello.
And I've got Aaliyah.
Hello.
And they're going to talk all about what they've been doing on the course and about the T-level in general. So let's come to Phoebe first. So how did you hear about the T-level in media in the first place?
Personally, I heard it in my school assembly. At that point, I was just thinking I was going to do 3 A-levels and hadn't heard about the media T-level. But then I searched it up when I got home after hearing about it in the assembly, showing all the different things Winstanley have to offer. Okay, Lily, was it the same for you?
No, so I actually heard about it first on the open day here.
Oh, right, okay. So that's the very first time.
Yeah.
And Aaliyah?
Well, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, but I knew I wanted to do sort of film and media. And then when I looked into it more, I saw the opportunity to do the new course.
Great. So I'll leave this open to any of you. So were you apprehensive about joining a vocational qualification, seen as it's new, that specialises in media rather than an A-level programme?
Personally, I was quite apprehensive because I don't really know what I want to do in the future, whether I want to go and get a job or I want to go to uni. So I just didn't want it to limit what I could do after college. But after finding out more information, turns out we can do anything because it's equivalent to 3 A-levels.
Great, thank you.
Well, seeing as the course was new and there wasn't much information about it, when I first learnt about it, I wasn't quite sure. But after going to open evenings and finding out more, I knew that it was the thing that I wanted to do.
Okay, so let's move on a little bit. You've started a course. We're a few weeks in now. I'll throw this open again. So what have you learned so far? Obviously, it's going to be a lot.
So we've been working with 4K cameras so far, doing bits of shooting, learning how to edit as well. So it's been good.
Okay.
We've been using the TV studio and experimenting with VT clips and vox pops and just learning how to use the different cameras and equipment.
As much as how much practical we've been doing, we've also been learning lots of theory in the mornings, which balances out the practical, so we're still ready for our exam at the end of the year.
Brilliant, because that led me on to the next question. Is it all practical work? Obviously not.
No, it's not. How our timetable is balanced out, in the mornings we do our theory work, which goes towards our theory exam. And then in the afternoons we do practical, editing and filming and stuff like that. Okay,
so it's a good mixture of theory and practical, would you say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so tell me the truth on this one. So did you expect there to be so much work on the course?
Honestly, I don't really know what I expected. But I've not been disappointed so far. I've really enjoyed everything that we've learned, theory and practical. The theory that we've been learning in the morning is always tied into the practical that we've been doing. So, no, I've really enjoyed it.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I didn't expect there to be so much kit to use. I didn't expect to, be out filming and using the studio so much. So it's been really good.
Good. So that's good. It's just about the right balance of work, do you think? Or is it too much?
Definitely.
Okay, that's good. So as part of this course, and this is what makes it different, there is work experience tied in with the college course, which I think personally is really good. Are you looking forward, I'll go to Aaliyah, are you looking forward to your work experience?
Definitely, because all the skills that we've been learning so far and what we'll learn throughout the course, it will give us the opportunity to apply them. And you never know, by the end of that work experience, you could be offered a job or something like that. So it does open opportunities for when the course finishes. But yeah, I'm very excited.
Great. What about you, Phoebe?
Well, I'm excited to, when I go to for the job experience, at this point in time, I don't really know what I want to do in the media industry, but I'm hoping by this work experience that we're doing, I'll just see all the different roles in action and decide what I want to do then.
Good. How about you, Lily?
Yeah, I'm really excited to meet people kind of on the job and listen to what they do and how they do things, yeah.
Brilliant. I think it's going to be really good, the work experience, tying in with real companies is a great addition to the course. So what about this one? You might say, no, who knows? Have you made friends on the course, Aaliyah?
No, I'm kidding. Everybody is quite a small class, but I think that's made us closer as a group. We've all got to know each other like very quickly, and because we're constantly working together in a group setting, we've all become really close. And yeah, I'd say we've made friends.
We've been put in like groups by our teachers, which I think's helped a lot because we don't pick our own groups, meaning we get to like speak to people we wouldn't really get to speak to. And I know for myself, I've been in a group with every single person in the class, and I feel like I get on with everybody, so it's great.
Yeah, it's really good. So we often work in a big group. Obviously, there's only 11 of us, so it is quite small, but it means we all get to contribute really well. Yeah, it's good.
Great. It's good you've all made friends, and the whole course seems to be working together in terms of all the students working on the T level. So let's see what list you come up with. Now, how supportive have the teachers and the technician been on this course? Go on, Phoebe, you can go.
They've all been very supportive. I feel really comfortable in the class to ask any questions that I'd like. I know, like, if we ever need any help, like, help's always there. And, like, obviously, when starting, it's quite nerve-wracking, like, and we've been taught how to, like, do everything, like, even, like, now we're going a bit more independently with our work. Like, we've been taught how to, like, book equipment out and stuff like that. But we feel like we can always ask someone.
Okay.
Yeah, for myself, I didn't do media at GCSE, so I didn't really know anything. They've been super accommodating. Yeah, really helpful.
Great.
Yeah, the same as Lily and Phoebe. I didn't do media at GCSE, but I've found that the support of the teachers has been really good. Like, I feel really comfortable in the classroom and I'm not afraid to ask questions.
Brilliant. So you've all said exactly what I wanted to hear, so that's really good. So I think you've covered this a bit, but we'll talk about it anyway. So has the course met your expectations?
Definitely.
Yeah, 100%.
That's good. That's a good answer. I know we're still early days into the course, but obviously there's so much more to learn, but that's really good. So, again, it's early days, but do you think this course will set you up to work in the industry if that's what you want at the end?
Oh, definitely. Like, during this tier level, we get to discover so many things in a classroom. Like, if we were to go and work in an industry, we'd just know how to do stuff more. I feel like sitting in a classroom, you won't really discover, like, for example, how to set up a camera. Then you'll go into the industry and just, like, be so confused. So I think it's a really good mix.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and with the work experience as well, you've already been set up with the skills for that, for interacting with people on the job. So I think it's really helpful for that.
I think with all the skills that you learn, because they're not just for one specific job role, you know, you can go into so many different sectors when you leave. I just think it would be amazing.
That's really good. I think it will. I think it's going to lead into industry jobs. If that's Phoebe, you're not too sure at the moment, or wasn't sure before you came, but it will give you that opportunity. So we've got some sort of open evening coming up, and obviously new students, prospective students and parents will be come along. I mean, would you recommend this course, I know it's early days, but to other students who are considering the T-level and considering this pathway? Aaliyah?
I definitely would. It's met every expectation that it possibly could have. You know, before I started, I was just really hoping that it would be what I wanted it to be, and it really is. And I would just love for somebody else who is looking for something in this sort of industry to find something that they like, just like us.
Yeah, I'd say the same, especially if you're really into media, you know, it's all media, so you're focused on what you want to do, especially if, like, there's nothing else you really look for, because it's always media. It's like you've got so many opportunities with different jobs and things. It covers literally everything.
I know personally I was so, like, scared, like Aaliyah said, about starting and doing something that's never been done before, but literally being on it, it's the best thing I could have done, and I really don't regret it.
Thank you very much for coming in, and we'll speak again as we go through the year. Hopefully you'll be thinking the same thing. So,
we will.
So thank you once again.